What's up guys, thank you so much for watching. So today we're going to take a little look at my pedalboard using my HX STOMP pedal as well as some external effects. So let's stay tuned for that guys. But before we do that, please take a second to press that little subscribe button down there. Also take a second to press that bell icon next to it. It will help you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that will be about every other day, so you get a ton of videos and you get a lot of free presets and some tips and tricks on HX STOMP stuff. What's not to like, guys? Okay, so first and foremost I'm going to show it like this. I'm going to explain a few things about it, and then we're going to take a closer look and I'm going to show you what I have HX STOMP signed up to do for in the preset that I'm using on this pedalboard. So of course we start out with a little tuner, which is awesome to get your guitar in tune. I'm never in tune, so I don't know why this guy is even on here. Then we have this little Big Muff. Well, it is a Big Muff Nano. It's a small Big Muff. It's an awesome sounding Big Muff, and for the band I'm doing this for, it is kind of the sound that I need going into that little Marshall down there. And then we have the awesome HX STOMP tying it all together, and at the end I have a Boss NS2. This guy is really to stop the Marshall from screaming with the Big Muff Nano. I'm using the Marshall on a cleaner setting, then I'm adding this Big Muff Nano, and I'm also doing some fun stuff in the HX, which we're going to take a look at right now. Let's get into it, guys. By the way, guys, the amp that I'm using is a Marshall Vintage Modern 100 watt, and I'm using an IR right now of a greenback cabinet mic'd with a Heil PR30 microphone, so that's what you're listening to. So I'm going to walk you through the signal chain. So we go from the guitar here into this tuner, from this tuner into the input of the Boss noise gate, and I have it on the reduction setting. Then we go from there into the HX STOMP. In the HX STOMP we have the effects loop with the Big Muff Nano. Then we'll go back into the HX STOMP, out of the HX STOMP, back into the Boss noise suppressor, and then we go out to the amplifier, which is a Marshall Vintage Modern. And then we have this preset here that I'm using. I have the input gate on as well, just to make it extra nice. Have a little bit of input impedance there on to 30k. We have the gray flanger, which I use for clean sounds. Then we have the Hedgehog D9, which I use to kind of boost the Big Muff Nano. Then we have the effects loop, which is the Big Muff Nano. And then we have the reverb. So the way I have set it up here is that when this guy is the light colored blue, I'm basically only using that guy. And if I want to boost it, I give it a little bit of the 9 there. And when I'm not doing that, what I'm basically doing is I have that flanger on there, and I also have a little bit of that reverb on there, so that's really nice. So it switches between the Big Muff Nano and the flanger and reverb. This guy is basically to get me the input impedance. So it switches between 136 and 1 mega ohm. That's because I'm using two certain kind of guitars, and this gives both guitars enough brightness or enough darkness for what they need. And then that's basically it for the pedal board. So as you can see, this guy really is kind of the switching device, switching between the big fuzzy mess going to the nice clean tones. And then I can also do some awesome leads, boosting the Big Muff with the Tube Screamer. Yeah, that's really nice in my opinion. Also, the way I'm powering this is very easy. I'm powering the Line 6 HX STOMP with its personal power supply. Then I'm going from a one spot into the tuner, from that tuner going into the noise suppressor, and that noise suppressor is going into the Big Muff Nano. And I'm not isolating any power because I find it to be really quiet, and yeah, I want this board to be really compact, so I'm not going to bother trying to get some type of isolated power supply on here. I have enough noise gates, I have a really clean amp to use it with, so it's pretty nice. So there you have it, guys. That was my pedalboard overview with the HX Stomp and how I use it for my original band. So it's not a super versatile rig, but it does what it needs to do, and it is awesome for me.